The oft-forecasted recession hasn't yet appeared. Has it been avoided, i.e., soft landing? A look at the growing evidence leads us to conclude that the recession is coming. We suspect that when the NBER gets around to dating it, this quarter, Q4, will mark its beginning. The first evidence of this showed up in the recent employment data. And consumers, 2/3 of GDP, are just starting to adjust after a spending spree with the free money doled out by Uncle Sam in 2021 and 2022. Credit card balances are now at record levels, and at interest rates in the mid-20% range. Delinquencies are now rising. Earnings expectations for the retail industry are being cut as major retailers reduce guidance. And stock analysts have been cutting their earnings forecasts, see chart. Banks have cut back on staff and have restricted lending both to consumers and businesses while upping their loan loss reserves. Housing affordability is at a 35-year low because of high prices, but equally to blame are mortgage rates, now at 8%. As for inflation, that's about the only good news. It looks like it is melting. October was the first month in a while to show employment weakness. As noted in our last blog, when the revisions, -101K, and birth-death model add-on, +127K, are accounted for, the payrolls were actually negative in the establishment survey. The household survey, which wasn't mentioned anywhere in the media, registered -348K net jobs. And if it weren't for the fall in the labor force participation rate, discouraged applicants, the U3 unemployment rate would have risen more than the +0.1 percentage point that brought it to 3.9%. The low was 3.4% last December. Be that as it may, in the post-World War II era, a rise of 0.5 percentage points in U3 has signaled a recession 100% of the time. So, those that believe in the soft landing scenario must also believe that this time is different. As Warren Buffett famously said, "What we learn from history is that people don't learn from history." According to Rosenberg Research, over the past 3 months, the household survey has shown a -40K decline in job holders and +665K more unemployed people. To show the stress on household budgets, over those 3 months, the number of multiple job holders has risen by +243K to a near-record 8.4 million. In the latest Challenger survey, layoffs were up 8% from a year ago in October, and hiring announcements were down -85%. Retail's seasonal hiring is the lowest since 2008. That says something about what retailers think of upcoming holiday sales. In addition, the U6 unemployment rate, a more comprehensive view of the employment picture, also rose, but by 0.2 percentage points to 7.2%. This was at a low of 6.5% last December. We also note that the number of companies announcing large layoffs is rising with several new announcements each week.